Welcome to the Value Cruiser, where we search out the deals for you to save you time and money. Here are the deals of the week, starting the weekend of October 10th, 2025. Unless otherwise noted, all prices will be for an interior room per person based on double occupancy. And our deals start in chronological order from the soonest sailing date. For daily deals and other cruise happenings, follow us on all of our social media channels. And if you like this content, feel free to like and subscribe. If you want to try out MSC's brand new ship, the World America, and want to do it on a budget and want to do it last minute, here's the cruise for you. This one is a 7-night Eastern Caribbean and Bahamas cruise on the MSC World America from October 25th through November 1st of 2025, coming up very shortly here. However, the price is a really good one. It's $469 per person. Here's your itinerary. It's round trip from Miami, leaving on Saturday the 25th of October with a day at sea, followed by a stop at Puerto Plata in the Dominican Republic and San Juan in Puerto Rico. You have 2 more days at sea before coming back to Ocean Key Marine Reserve in the Bahamas, which is MSC's private island. Very nice cruise on a brand new ship for a really good price if you can go last minute. Here's another great price on a new ship. This is Norwegian Aqua. Again, just launched this year, just like the World America from MSC. This is their 7-day Caribbean round trip from Miami. It's going to Great Stirrup Cay and the Dominican Republic, amongst other ports. The dates for this one, November 2nd through November 9th. So taking advantage again of last minute deals. It is $579 per person for an inside cabin. And on this itinerary, you'll depart from Miami, Florida, and you will be going to Puerto Plata in the Dominican Republic, St. Thomas in the U.S. Virgin Islands, Tortola in the British Virgin Islands, and then rounding out your day at Great Stirrup Cay, or rounding out your week rather. Good ports, new ship, great price. This, yet another last minute deal, but on an Oasis class ship for Royal Caribbean. Whole 7-night cruise here in the Eastern Caribbean for $518 a person, which is a great deal. These usually run about $300 more or more than this itinerary on this ship. It departs from Miami. It's a 7-night on Symphony of the Seas. November 9th is when it departs. You're going to be going to St. Martin, St. Thomas, and Nassau on this itinerary. Again, a relatively newer ship, less than 10 years old, Oasis class ship on Royal Caribbean for just a shade over $500. If you want to take a transatlantic toward the end of the year and have the ability to, this is a great itinerary. Again, 15 nights. If you can go last minute to a lot of places this time of year, you're going to get some great deals, as we've seen already. This is a 15-day Norwegian transatlantic from Barcelona going to Spain and Morocco. You've got a lot of good ports here. This one's on the Norwegian Pearl. So you're going to start in Europe and come to the U.S. This one is going to be $769 per person. The itinerary, you're going to start in Barcelona, go to Cartagena, Spain after that, Granada or Malaga, Seville, Gibraltar, in the Strait of Gibraltar, UK. Then you get to see Casablanca. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 European ports before you have a day cruising, and then you're going to go to Funchal, Madeira, before you start your transatlantic journey with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sea days before getting back to Miami. A lot of great European ports on this 15-night transatlantic, and a lot of cruise for your money. If you want to look at Virgin Voyages for a good value, this 5-night one on Scarlet Lady, going to Western Caribbean, Cozumel, and Bimini, their beach club, here in January of 2026, January 11th through the 16th. Here's your itinerary. Start in Miami. You have a day at sea. You go to Cozumel, spend all day there before another day at sea before you go to their beach club at Bimini for arriving back at Miami. Again, their pricing is a little bit different, so your cabin price for 2 people is $1,190, so $595 per person. If you want to see Alaska, you're going to be hard-pressed to find anything much cheaper than this on Celebrity especially. This is their Northbound Glacier cruise in August of 2026, August 14th. Currently, it is $595 per person. It's the Northbound Glacier, so it starts in Vancouver and ends in Seward, Alaska on the Celebrity Summit. So, on the 14th, you'll depart from Vancouver. You'll cruise the Inside Passage, go to Ketchikan, Sitka, Juneau, Icy Strait Point, Hubbard Glacier. We're going to do some sightseeing before you end in Seward. If you want to plan a transatlantic cruise about a year out, this is going to be a great option for you. This is a 15-night transatlantic on Royal Caribbean Liberty of the Seas. Remember, Liberty of the Seas is getting amplified in 2026, and it will be relatively newly amplified when you sail on October 16th, which is an even bigger plus. The fact that this is under $800 a person is a very, very good deal, considering that it is still a year out. Again, a Spain-Portugal transatlantic starting in Southampton, England, going to Galveston, Texas. You're going to start in Southampton, as mentioned, have a day at sea, go to Vigo, Spain. And then we're going to go to Lisbon, Portugal, followed by another day at sea. And then you're going to Madeira in Portugal before 9 relaxing days at sea across the Atlantic before you get to Galveston, Texas on Halloween, October 31st. Again, this ship will be newly amplified at this time, and the fact that this is under $800 a person is an amazing deal for a transatlantic, especially one for 15 nights. We don't want to forget about our river cruise friends, so we're going to look at Viking here on this river cruise. This particular itinerary that we see is a good deal is November 24th through December 1st. You start in Passau and go to Budapest. This price is, again, it includes your cruise fare, which includes a bunch of meals, drinks, Wi-Fi, one shore excursion per port. You're going to be looking at $2,799 per person. You can get it from $2,199 if you book your airfare separately. Again, the river cruise is going to take you from Passau to all of these ports along the Danube River, going down to Budapest. If you want to plan to be in the warm Southern Hemisphere for Christmas of 2026 and want to spend it on a cruise ship, this right here is a very good option for you and a very affordable option as well. MSC Cruises is offering a 5-night South Africa cruise on the MSC Armonia from December 21st through December 26th of 2026. Currently, the price is $625 per person. You're going to start in Durban, South Africa, have a day at sea before you have two ports of call in Mozambique before your day at sea on Christmas Day before returning to Durban in South Africa. Again, a very unique itinerary, a very good itinerary. If you want to try something different and want to have a very warm Christmas down in the Southern Hemisphere of South Africa. Do it on MSC for $625 a person. And we have not forgotten about you Carnival lovers. Their deals just happen to be well in advance this week. This cruise is going to be from September 18th through September 26th of 2027. It's going to be an 8-day Canada cruise from Norfolk, Virginia, where the Carnival Freedom will be home porting. You're going to start in Norfolk. You're going to go to Halifax, Nova Scotia. You're going to go to Charlottetown and Sydney, Nova Scotia, before round tripping and ending back in Norfolk. So you're going to have Norfolk, day at sea, Halifax, Charlottetown, Sydney, 2 days at sea before going back to Norfolk. Price-wise, Canada cruises are not the cheapest in the world, but this is a good deal for a Canada cruise at $769 a person. If you want to go ahead and plan out a Southern Caribbean cruise for over 2 years from today, this is a very affordable option and a great value considering how far you are able to book this in advance. Carnival's good about this week. You have an 8-day Southern Caribbean from Miami, Florida on the Carnival Magic. You're going to go to the ABC Islands in the Southern Caribbean, Aruba, Bonaire, and Curacao before coming back to Miami. In December of 2027, December 4th through December 12th, you're going to be in, like we mentioned, Aruba all day, Bonaire all day, and Curacao for most of the day, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Doing a Southern Caribbean for under $700 is good any day, but when you can plan it 2 years out and get this price, that's even better. This is one of the cheapest Southern Caribbean cruises you'll ever see, even on Carnival. And those are your cruise deals for the week. Thank you very much for watching. Happy cruising, and we will see you on the next deal.